Hello, all my fellow YouTube modelers. This is Tom coming at you, Rambler69. Well, I'll show you what we've been up to here for the last, I don't know, month and a half, 2 months, whatever it's been now. It's been that 29 Ford Street Rod, the Blue Bandito that Monogram finally put back out. It used to be it was called the Blue Beetle. Came out in 1964, but you can't use the Beetle name anymore, probably due to Volkswagen copyright infringement. So they changed the name to the Blue Bandito. My good friend Dave Porter contacted Revell and talked with the gentleman, sent him an email back, and that's what all that was about. And if you looked at my unboxing on this vehicle, there was a white sprue tree in there, and we were correct on assuming that that is a new tool. They had lost part of the mold was damaged from the original parts, and I think some of it got where they couldn't mold it anymore, so they had to retool that. So the white sprue is a retooled piece, and the rest of it is not. But because this pickup was put out as a roadster like 6 or 7 times since '64, but they never put the kit out in its entirety like they did in '64 with the different wheels and tires and all the scuba gear that comes with it and all that kind of stuff. So different interior parts. So anyway, I also tracked down. I wasn't quite sure what the configuration of the engine was. It had me a little baffled as to what it was, but it turns out it's a 331 Cadillac V8. It was the first Cadillac engine that was overhead valves, and a lot of the hot rodders had snapped them up, was putting them into anything they could find, and it's kind of a unique engine. It's got 6 one-barrel carburetors on it, and it's a pretty neat looking motor when you build it. It comes out really nice in this kit. So that's what if you guys get it, you'll know what the motor is in it. It doesn't tell you too much. Another problem with the motor is they wanted to mold the valve covers and heads all as one piece and chrome everything, and that wasn't going to work too good for me. So I cut the valve covers off of the heads, de-chromed the heads, got that all the way I wanted it, and then I part boxed some other valve covers for it. So you may have to do that if you so desire, because I wasn't really fond of the way they had that configuration going, but that's just some typical old 1960s tooling for models when we were kids. That's kind of the way a lot of things went. But she didn't turn out too bad. I shot it with some Tamiya light blue lacquer, and there's some Tamiya flat white for the top, and it's come out pretty good, guys. It's not too bad. We made a little custom Rambler69 license plate, which is period correct for Hawaii, so that kind of gave it a little more detail on there. And we put some blue acetate on the rear glass there, which, that's a little trick I like to do, and it turned out really nice, and turned out good. We used the kit came with some pinstripe decals, and I thought they turned out really good on this. They kind of give that old '60s hot rod look, and it's got the wide whites. It's all the kit wheels and tires, and I part boxed some decals for the door. It's for Hawaiian Surf Shop. They're out of another kit from Revell, and kind of worked for the beach theme on this model. I like that. Kind of gave it a little extra touch, but she's all right. Give you a shot of the front. The radiator grill shell and the firewall are already drilled for the hood supports, but they don't give you any. I just made some out of some music wire, like I did on the Chop 32 on the last build, and that turned out really nice, given the hood supports in there. And there's three instrument gauges on that firewall. One of them old hot rod tricks. I used to put some instruments under the hood, but I had to fill the holes up a little bit so I could get some decals in there, and then put some clear over top of it so it looks like they got gauges, got some glass on it, but we got the gauges all up in there, looking pretty good, detailed up. We detailed the motor up with a MAD distributor from madmodeling.com. It's the ones I prefer to use, and radiator hoses are ProTech fittings and hoses. Got those from Chip and Lisa over at Extreme Scale Detail, and I just love using their products. The ProTech stuff is really good stuff, guys. If you haven't tried it out, it's great products. So there you go. You take the top comes off, pop that off, spin it around here. Maybe I'll pick it up here where we can get a little bit better shot of the interior. Get a little shot. There's all my scuba gear in the back. You get tanks and a spear gun and flippers. You get all kinds of goodies, guys. It's really pretty cool. I always remember that as a kid. I always enjoyed it. It was one of the only kits I had that had like extra little goodies in it, and I remember building it and always wanted to build it again. So thanks to Monogram and Revell, they put it back out, and it turned out pretty nice, guys. It's not too bad of a kit. For any of you that want to build it, there's a few issues with it. They don't give you an engine fan. You're going to have to parts box you one of them. For some reason, they just decided not to give you one. Transmission comes up a little short to the cross member. And lengthening the drive shaft, that wasn't going to work because it's all one piece with the trailing arms, some of that old model stuff. So I just went ahead and lengthened the transmission out and extended it out a little bit. And I'll put a slideshow at the end with some good shots of it and some good high-res pics so you can see the underneath and in that. And the only other issue was the kit glass. One, it had a huge scratch in it, which I could have kept working and got that out of it if I wanted to. But it was too short width-wise, and it just wasn't fitting the frame, and I just wasn't going to be happy with the kit glass. So I just cut a piece of clear acetate and made a whole new glass for it. Since it's just a flat piece, it wasn't no big deal. Just cut a piece and quit trying to work with the kit stuff, and it come out better. It's a nice clear piece, ain't scratched up. So other than that, I can tell you she goes together pretty good, and kind of liked it. Like I said, the motor's something different, something you don't see all the time. And when you see the underside, I used the kit decal for the bed, and I worked with it with some of the solvents and finally got it all hugged down in there so it looks like it's painted on there. But on the bottom side, I sanded off their molded details because it had a bunch of injector pin marks. It had Revell 1964 on there. Sanded all that off flat, and I went through my extra decals and I cut strips of some of the other bed decals and I put them on the bottom side. So when you look at the bottom, you got a wood grain bed on the bottom also. So it's just a nice little detail. It turned out really nice doing it that way. You'll see it on the pics at the end. I'll put some pics up. So I'd like to give a couple shout outs out there. If you guys haven't already been over to his channel, Music City Chop Shop. The gentleman's name is Chris. He's a great guy. Finally got his channel up. Me and him have been chatting on Google Plus for some time now. Glad to see you get his channel up, and go check Chris's channel out. SMS Customs UK. That's Stephen and his wife Marion. Just a great people. He's got his channel up and running. He puts pics up on Google Plus. Go check Stephen out. He's another good modeler. And Mike Flynn, if you guys haven't subscribed to Mike Flynn, go get over and check out Mike. He does some great work, and he's just a super nice guy. Me and him been chatting a little bit, and great guy, great modeler, and go check out Mike. And once again, I'm going to thank Dave Porter, my bud. He always helps me out, and helps me out a lot of ways on when I'm doing stuff. Gives me some good ideas. So there you go, guys. That's all we're going to have today. And like I said, I'll put a slideshow up at the end and show you some of the work that went into this, getting this done. But just comment, rate, and subscribe. As always, tell me what you think, guys. And we're going to get up out of here. Rambler 69. We're gone, guys. Bye.